Yo, what's up, Rick?
Oh shit, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yep. And there's gonna be another like probably 50, 60 on the way in the next 40 minutes.
Okay. I
So
probably won't need it, to be honest, mate. That's gonna last me probably 3 days.
oh, perfect. So my general plan, whenever you get a chance, let's have a little chat.
I'm
But
free
thing
if you're up for it.
oh, right now? Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Can do. Hello.
Yeah. Might as well chat now.
Hey, buddy, we're just closing up. There's a couple of places open if you want to go.
We can go. Let's go in front of this old gallery. I just don't want anyone overhearing it. We just found out that our farm has like thin walls, so
Oh, fuck me.
yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
All right. So I did a lot of thinking after the the back and forth we had.
Yeah.
And so I've come up with a really good system to make sure both that shop and the ever future shop is stocked, and there's no like concerns about like where's money going, how's it getting spent, etc., etc. So I just got done talking to Lav about it, as well as the guy we took on from the pizza shop. The way it's gonna work is that effectively I want all the shops we're providing, Noodle and whatever we end up picking up, to have at all times more than what they need at 100%. Now we've already, I believe, according to Lav, I just spoke with him, we have 100% of everything. That got done yesterday between what I was able to sort up and what they were able to sort up. Apparently they've been cranking all day yesterday. Now, in order to prevent, because I went through a lot of scenarios in my head, right? Not a big fan of like, so the system is going to be like this. We're going to internally within like the farm hierarchy, I guess, going to track what people are delivering to where. So it's going to be like, oh, little Tuggz gave 110 flour to the noodle shop on this date or this time, right? It'll track the time and all that. And what that will do is a couple of things. Number one, I can already check myself on a daily basis, whatever, or or if you have to call someone, let's say I'm out for a couple of days, we'll know that we are always going to be giving, I want to say like 30% more than the expected amount, right? So there should be like a threshold, right? Like if we're ever under, let's say 100 flour, we know that put more in, right? Now, what does that mean in terms for you is that you're no longer having to think also about necessarily that you have to pay per like unit, because at the end of the day, your success is our success, and it's better for the shop to always be running than it to, we say, oh, okay, they only need 100, let's just make 100 and get paid for that. You know what I mean? It removes that.
How are you
going
to work out? You giving the product? How are you going to work out what I'm paying you? Because as me as the business side of it, I don't want to be overpaying for shit that I'm not going to use.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. No. You don't have to worry about that. So like, if you use 100, just pay for the 100. You know what I mean? So like, I think there is enough respect between the both of us that if things are going to waste, like I wouldn't even worry about like, how do I put this? I think you should just pay us on what you think is fair, like as a unit.
So this is, I was doing some working out yesterday, and I'll be honest, business has gone down a little bit. A couple of the stores have opened up a bit more regularly. A couple of workers, like the farmers that are in with you now, they used to open up during the night. They've not been doing that because they've been focusing on the farming. So the income for the stores actually dropped quite dramatically.
Understandable. And I think in turn, our farm, you then pay us less based on it. You get kind of get what I'm saying is, so instead of paying us per unit, which I think hurts you sometimes but helps you sometimes, it hurts you sometimes in that, like, let's say right now, if you were to, let's say you're like, oh man, I might need 150 flour, you buy the 150, but it turns out you don't need the 150, right? I don't want you to get your business to suffer from that. So instead, I'll let you like crunch the numbers, but I think instead you just pay a fixed amount.
So this is what I was doing yesterday is, on an average, we sell between 300 to 500 meals a day.
Okay.
So the best way I could have thought for that would be 480 noodles, which is 40 bags of flour. And then for that, I'd obviously need 480 carrots, 240 onions, 240 radish, 240 garlic, and then kimchi where possible. Because I'll be honest, I only need now flour and 4 ingredients, and we have 100% filling food.
That is perfect. So
I'd like to. The prices have gone down with who I'm paying with other people because apparently the amount that you can now produce is ridiculous. I'm currently paying $200 a bag of flour, and then $10 for carrots and $20 for every other vegetable.
Okay, like I'm not too concerned, Rick, about like the price. So like if the price needs to come down, like let it come down. My only concern is the success of the noodle shop and the success of the farmers. So as things sort of like, I don't want you to have to worry about overbuying or underbuying or whatever. I want it that's
why I'm thinking the 480 mils, that's above average to what I normally get a day, right? Sometimes I'll hit it, sometimes I won't. So if I was to buy 480 mils worth of every ingredient from you a day, some days I'll be up, some days I'll be down, and that way I know exactly what is going out of the shop. The cost of it is, let me just work it out. It'd be 27,200 a day. I'd be paying you for 480 meals worth. But then obviously we've got our own arrangement for other things. So the working out the profit that I'd be making for that is 96,000. I pay people wages. I pay 20 grand in wages a day.
Oh,
that's minimum
shit.
If only 2 people come to work. So there might be 3 to 4. There'd be about 70 grand left. The 30% kickback worked out at 22,800, which I'd be giving to you.
It's not what you think it is, chat. These numbers sound big, but they're not what you think it is.
Your security, is it? I think you called it. So that'd be 22,800. And then I'd have 53,000 a day, which would then be going back into buying any extra I need or paying any extra wages. And then any costs that would come up for farming equipment.
Yes. And I think, so kind of what I want to like simplify everything where effectively you don't have to worry about having to source from anyone else. We'll be able to provide you everything. And then instead of worrying about like unit cost and this and that, it just becomes like a fixed amount. If the noodle shop is successful, the farmers get paid more. If it's not successful, we get paid less. So that way you're not even having to worry about the unit cost or anything along those lines. It's just you say like, okay, well, this seems like the right amount, like whether it's like 20%, 30%, whatever you think makes the most amount of sense, like either based on what we're paying right now or whatever. And then you just know that when you get to the shop, you've got like well over what you need. And you're not worrying about like, oh shit, I need to get rid of all this inventory, whatever. Yeah, you kind of understand where I'm going at. So like, I don't want my guys to
ideally, yes. However, I will be completely clear with, like, I'll be completely honest with you. I've not seen anything but flour from you guys. Lav's never bought me anything. Gage has bought me a couple of radishes. I've only ever had flour come in. I've been having to purchase out of out of supply from everyone else for everything.
You're not gonna have
Actually,
to worry.
saying that carrots has come as well.
Yep, and you're not gonna have to worry about that after today. So, as of last night, everything has been sorted. So you're going to, I mean, it's probably gonna, like, I can understand from your perspective if these things haven't been coming in from them. But with this system, I just got done sorting up this morning. I will know, because I think what the problem was, Rick, is because I didn't have insight on what was coming into the inventory, it didn't really let me know. I would just assume things are getting done. You know what I mean? Like, but now with this system, so I'll tell you exactly how what I told these guys is that everything they deliver is going to be logged so that even I can take a look at it and be like, oh shit, we didn't deliver X, Y, and Z. So either I pump it out or someone else pumps it out. And then the way that I want the payment is that my goal is by the end of the day, everything you need is going to be in that shop and then some, more than you even need. And then the money that is going to all come to my account, and I'm going to be paying out the, not all the noodle money, I mean all the farming money is going to come into my account, and I'm going to pay the farmers wages and just track their work. And so the reason I came up with that system is precisely for the problem you're hitting as well, which is if you divide up each ingredient to each person, what ends up happening is like they can't get through the train, or like, you know, Instead, there's going to be a minimum amount of work everyone's like expected to do. Our sheet shows like what's coming in, and so like when someone wakes up, they could be like, oh fuck, we need to make this or that. So as long as every of my farmers are doing the bare minimum, they're going to get paid the same amount on like a weekly basis, or not same amount, but like, you know, a percentage of what the farm is going to make, a fair pay. And it's going to let me track like, you know, all that stuff. And then on your end, you're always getting everything and not having to worry about, oh shit, do I buy this amount? Can we afford it? Whatever. You just know it's like whatever the percentage of sales are for keeping it stocked. And in return, like, we've just become the primary, you know, veggie thing. Now, obviously, I totally understand your perspective, which is why I know internally within the next 24 hours, you're going to be good. But, and then you'll see those results by end of the day, today and in the upcoming days.
Okay. I don't see an issue with that. I just got to keep in mind, obviously, the other arrangement we got for yourself, where we're paying 30%, I've got to make sure that I can afford to do that with paying wages and whatnot.
Yeah, we can like work that out. I think is like what I want is a little bit of transparency of your income as well. I'm going to keep that to myself, but that will allow me to rearrange things on my end.
So a week ago, I'll be completely frank with you, I took home just shy of $1 million on the shop. However, the cost was through the roof with it. So honestly, the actual profit in it was probably only about 300,000. Because I was overpaying for a lot of things. And I was paying out wages, which I would prefer to pay wages and make a smaller amount of income than have $1 million in the bank and people not work for me. You know.
I agree, and I think when you put these building blocks together, right? I think that's why where the money is going to come in is we're going to take over these other stalls. And
so we need to be careful because as far as I've been told, so it's always been the case for me where if, say, my stall runs out today at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, it's normally I get that whole shift to keep it, right? But I've been told that apparently a couple of the stalls have actually been able to be rented the minute it says it runs out. So we need to try and check today as well. So we do need to check today just in case it goes up for rent.
Okay, and that's after tsunami, right? Yeah, so I've noticed the same thing. It's really shitty, actually. I'm not a fan of it. I have spoken to the city townsmen in regards to it, both in terms of a mix of, I think, more opportunity needs to open up, but then also I think the system is complete dog shit. But
Honestly,
it is what it is.
they
Like,
need
I
a
don't.
system. If a business stays open in a period of time and earns an amount of money, they should have the opportunity to renew their license.
I agree with that. And then I think also in addition to that, if a shop is not hitting a certain target amount, the license should
100%.
like it should be like you have 3 days to get evicted, and like it becomes like more of a like you like, I don't know, you bid for it or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Literally, out of the 10 properties in there, 4 are open.
Yeah.
And it's the same 4 as us, the kebab shop, the pizza shop every now and then, not really, and then the farmhouse sandwich shop. Everything else opens up very, very rarely, if at all.
So it's going to get a little bit more difficult as well, and I'll tell you why. So I think there's like a mix of things that happened, but I can tell you, there's a court case that happened a couple of days ago, and I watched the video of it. Let's just say a bunch of inadequate farmers a lot of people have been speaking in regards to the situation that I can guarantee you are not the ones that are doing things the right way.
They came to me and asked for my advice and asked me to go to the meeting with them. I told them to fuck off because they never come to work, they never do anything, and they only ever feed themselves and their friends. So I'm not going to sit there and support them if they're not going to support the city,
Yeah, and so now I'm not saying that everything was a full reflection of the voices I know that were active, but I can tell you that the vast majority of them fell into that same bucket of folks that were like, let me buy the shop for 2 months and then also get a farm and then also do the farming in my apartment. And when I wake up in the apartment and I find a bunch of like XP seeds, which I jokingly dubbed and is now like the term farmers use, lying around, you know what I'm saying? Like
that is exactly what River's done. So Gage used to work for Rivers, paid them fuck all, like literally fuck all.
Yep.
And he said to them, it was always the same excuse. Oh, we're going to make loads of money, but we've got to pay off what I've just bought.
Yeah.
So he was never paying them, and now he's taken over farming himself. I can hear him talking about it daily in his booth. He's up his own arse, can't lie.
Well, yeah, I don't blame anyone in Los Santos, only because a lot of the things right now are so self-serving that a lot of people don't understand that you can have different people do different parts of the train track or whatever, right? Everyone's got their own station, and everyone can succeed and not, But where I was getting with this, Rick,
he doesn't seem to realize that doing everything himself. He may think he's making loads of profit, but what he's doing is he's wasting a shit ton of time farming, shit ton of time doing the preparing. He opens for about an hour a day, probably brings in like $8,000 a day. If he actually just paid someone a set amount to do the farming, do everything, and like we do, the amount of profit that he could have compared and the time he could have for himself to actually have a life is tenfold. It's crazy to me that people actually think that it's the right thing to do everything themselves and just keep going.
Oh yeah, I know 100%. I mean, farming is my side hustle. Like, I do it in the morning and that's it. Like, and that's why I'm convinced, like, right now with the facilities we got, we have enough to supply about 3 shops. And just to make sure the facts are straight, it's not that things are not actually producing more. It's that farming has gotten way easier. That I do think there is competition that is going to, in theory, a stall owner can now self-provide solo. The thing is, I don't know if people have the mental chops to know how to do that. I'm not saying they're stupid or anything. It's just they probably don't have the knowledge, right, of how the genes are. But if you know the genes, like, I could solo provide your shop, like, myself.
Yeah.
but obviously that's not something I'm going to do. Like, I that's why I want to divide it up, and I've told my guys, like, look, I'm gonna get the same equal share, regardless of if I'm like doing most of the work one day or whatever it is. But
and I think that's why it's important as well for us to get a couple more stalls under our management. the supply will then double, triple, but we'll also be getting staff to work the stalls and have all the stalls open and all the income coming in, everyone
Yeah.
being paid like a fair amount
Yep.
for just a couple of hours of their day, you know,
Yep.
just to get out there and do some stuff.
1,000%. Okay, so so you like this vibe? What I'm saying, like, I'm gonna give me 24 hours. Your shit's gonna be full, and expect it to be over full. Don't worry about paying for things that you're not using or anything like that. That's not my my concern, and my farmers know this too. Is that like it's not? Instead of per unit, it's more like we're gonna make sure you're fully stocked.
Okay.
And that's kind of the end goal.
Oh my god, I had something in my mind and it's fucking gone. Oh my god, what a brain fart. No, I can't think of it. One thing I will say is I've got a property that I'm no longer kind of using. So if it does need to expand, I've got a small but kind of quite reasonably sized warehouse / office space.
Oh
so
shit!
If you need that, just let us know.
I'll let you know. I think we're good now. I think after this next payment, I'm gonna pay back Lav on the wood stuff, and then there should be no real need for any more expansion. We could use it, like, let's just say I've got a farm somewhere that I wouldn't mind moving, but I'd say let's go revisit that in a couple days once we get the stalls back in place. Only because it takes forever to like. But where is the location?
Royal Osteen, right at the end of the train tracks.
Oh, that is actually really good. Okay, let's revisit that over the weekend once, you know, the stalls are set.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've been told by the person that interior designed it, it's close to something that I shouldn't be near. And the intention for the property was for something apparently the owners of the building next door would not appreciate. So,
where is it? Like, is it the shop that's at the end of that's about to touch Dutch London?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that where Lang and Company used to live?
I don't know.
I'm
gonna be real with you, Tuggz. I've seen your car outside the property next door about 4 or 5 times.
Oh yeah, is it a house or is it?
No, it's an office space next door.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and obviously I told you my intentions of what I was hoping to do in the long run for my career.
Yep.
So I'm going to be fully transparent with you, and I don't want it to come out and you to think that I'm doing some dodgy shit and trying to do anything to affect any of your other business. I built out a PD training center inside.
I think that's a perfect cover, to be honest. I mean, listen, my mother works dispatch, quote unquote mom. I think I was hitting on her, then she became my mommy, and now I don't know, I give her watermelons.
Okay, I just want you to be fully aware of what's there and what I have. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to fuck you over. Someone informed me that it might cause issues for either your business or whoever lived there. But obviously, I saw your car there so many times that I kind of put 2 and 2 together.
I would not bring the PD down there for sure.
Yeah, so that was the plan. It was going to be to rent it out to the PD for training. So
I don't think those assholes need. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think those assholes need to learn how to use their gun. They need to learn not to use their gun, if I'm going to keep it a buck.
Oh no, so inside is a mock bank, is a shooting range, is cells, is to teach new cadets how to do their job.
Yeah, no, these motherfuckers need to open a law book. You know what's so crazy? They tried to arrest me for having my camera out in public
or private?
Multiple times. Yeah.
And they need to...
They keep losing their court case, and they still think they're in the right. It's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. Again, if you want the full transparency on everything, I had my interview the other day.
Yeah. How'd that go?
To get a job. I'm hoping well. I'm hoping to hear back. But we shall see. This is still my long-term kind of plan, is to keep this going in the time that I'm doing both. So yeah,
that's not as long as you're interfacing with me, that's like I don't see things black and white. So you know, I don't like living a boring life where you're either red team or blue team, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Yeah, I
So
understand. I want to make sure that you're aware of everything and don't feel like
yeah,
you know, someone tells you and all of a sudden, oh, this guy's been trying to fuck me over.
yeah,
That's not my intention
no,
here.
I
I have
appreciate that.
things that I'm trying to pursue for myself for a career, but I will make sure it won't interfere with our business.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, what do you need right now?
Nothing. I ended up buying
Perfect.
400 of everything from someone last night, so
Okay,
I'm fully
easy.
stocked.
Um, okay, and then what I'm gonna do is, then tomorrow I'm gonna get you another. Can you give me rough estimate of what you need to keep yourself stocked up for 48 hours?
So it'd be
Could you text it to me
960.
just so I don't lose it?
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure we're hitting those numbers, and then in a day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever, I want you to kind of like think up like a good way to do the payments. So you're paying in bulk to my account, and basing it on what a fair rate for the prices are, and paying for what you're selling, not what you're buying.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, easy. And okay.
All right. I'll have to work. I'll have to figure it out. Do the working out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
whatnot.
Take your time. It doesn't need to be like right away type shit. Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna check after Tsunami, and yeah, it's been
it's
wonky.
a possibility this goes. That's another thing as well. Just so you're aware, I have probably 30 to 40 people that I have given the promise that if they manage to get the stall, I'll give them a cash amount and then they transfer it to me.
That is perfect. That is good. I think we should do the same with the other stalls. I think the aim should be 3. I think 3 is a good number, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, dude. Catch you around.
Actually, Tuggz,
Yeah.
one thing that might become a bit more lucrative is the actual the smoothie store. How thirsty are you right now?
Oh, not the not thirsty at all.
I'd say nowadays it probably takes about 4 to 5 of my drinks to do anything.
Oh, so your drinks aren't as good anymore?
No, my drinks aren't as good, and I feel because they have ingredients in their smoothies, I believe they're very, very filling.
Okay.
So, might be a good little market to try and get into.
I think Smoothie Shop is gonna be.
Leah's.
What's that?
It's Leah's, I believe, which is it's the one up after the pizza shop.
Wait, how? It was expired on the 24th. She only got it for a week?
Oh, unless it's changed. I haven't checked in a while, but I'm pretty sure it was the next one. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so. It shouldn't be.
If not, someone else that's always in the lemon list is the co-owner of the burrito and taco shop, and they're never fucking open. Might be worth trying to buy it from them.
Oh, yeah, that's Cow. Yeah, Cow's got it till 7/17. Oh, Sandwich Shop is coming up too.
It might be worth giving him a buyout amount and just see if you transfer it now.
I'm going to approach him. I think that's a good idea.
Sandwich shop
Smoothie is 7/23.
They're the people that. So just to be aware, the sandwich shop, the pizza shop, and the kebab shop, and I think Frank's as well. They all produce and sell their own product, so they literally have no need for kind of anything.
That makes sense. Oh my God, hot dog is 8/24. Jesus.
Yeah, someone rented it for a long fucking time.
That is crazy. Okay.
It's going to be my intention today. If I manage to get in today and I get here, then I'll be buying it for 2 months. The noodle bar.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's smart.
Normally I'd say it's not fair that someone holds the property for so long, but I'm open every fucking day. So
yeah, no, I don't see that being an issue.
Nicest way possible. They can swivel.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Yeah, this is good. I'm
99% sure it's going to be early morning though, but I will if you can see if you can be here early to like in
Yeah.
the next couple of hours just to see if it does go up for rent. Have you got
Mhm.
money on you or not?
I can do. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna it's $700 a day. So to be because it comes out of your account, I think. So it's gonna be 42,000 for the 2 months.
Okay. All right. Easy. Okay. Damn, that's insane, actually.
And that's without licensing fees and whatnot. Licensing fees 10 grand a month as well. And like I say, I'm thinking I am very, 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 very tempted just for my own personal kind of portfolio is to buy one of the shop fronts and turn it into a noodle bar itself and start stocking that as well.
Oh my god,
With the
that
stuff
would
from the
be
shop.
sick. That's what I'm really hoping for, to be honest.
I already have a business license that cost me 50 fucking grand. So I have the
Jesus.
ability to already sell from a shop over there. I just need to get the funds to buy the store, which I'm very
Okay.
close to be honest. And then from there, I'm probably going to kit it out to actually be a noodle bar itself. And then
Oh,
even if
hell
someone
yeah.
manages to take over the noodle bar, I'll make a deal with them to franchise.
Yeah,
And so forth.
I think that's a good idea. Okay. All right, I'll keep an eye on this. Hot dog, honestly, hot dog, kebab, and the sandwich shop. I think the clowns run that.
Yeah, they do.
I
They actually they whacked me. I managed to get it before them. They weren't happy. I was threatened every day for like a month before I
oh
gave it back
Jesus.
to them.
Yeah, I feel like
wasn't fun.
those shops like have been and the smoothie shop I think have been running well. The rest of them, they can kick rocks.
The burger shop would be fantastic, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they've got it for fucking ages, haven't they?
I don't think so. No, burger is in 10 days.
Yeah, that's open like once a week, and it's such a good because it's like senior buns, isn't it? Is you can
Yeah.
literally turn it into a franchise, smaller version
Oh
of
shit!
senior buns.
I need to work at Senior Buns. I just remembered because I'm only at like 1:30. Well, I know what I'm doing this morning. Okay,
All right, in a bit.
lady out.
Oh, here you go as well. Do you want some food while we're here?
Oh.